Good morning, everybody. 6:30 a.m. on this Thursday, September 4th. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Adelle Caballero is here looking at commuter alerts for everybody who still has to work because they didn't win the Powerball. Here we are. Maria LaRosa is here with the weather. Good morning.
Good morning. It's a great morning. Let's continue. We're going to wrap up a week pretty much with some
look at that.
Yeah, gorgeous with clear skies. Just a slight uptick in some of that humidity, but once again, no need for the umbrella or windshield wipers this morning. As we start the day at 65 in Central Park, 64 in Newark. We're down to 51 in Sussex, some patchy fog in the vicinity there. Islip at 59, and right now Poughkeepsie in the low 60s. We do have that chance for some showers and storms later today, but the key word is later. And off to the west especially, some may get a little gusty. Everyone's going to be pretty breezy later this afternoon, so those gusts could be 20, 30 miles per hour, but it's a warm breeze. In fact, 76 degrees by lunchtime, on our way up to 78. Still dry through the PM commute. It'll be late tonight after 8, 9 p.m. that some of those showers and storms start to come on through, so we'll take a fine-tune that forecast for you coming up in just a bit. But let's get you out the door at 6:31. Adele, what are you watching?
Watching a few things. One of the biggest things right now, though, is actually Route 3 eastbound. It's completely shut down here from Route 7. That's Passaic Avenue heading out to Main Street because of an overturned dump truck with a fuel spill. Right now, delays are heading all the way back just past the Garden State Parkway with traffic being diverted off onto Passaic Avenue. We will give you a closer look at that coming up in a few minutes, but you also want to watch out for a crash here on the Gowanus Expressway eastbound, exits 21 to 23. Back to seeing 2 lanes closed off with a solid ride heading all the way back into Staten Island. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Thank you, Adele. 6:31 now on this Thursday morning, and thousands of public school students are heading back to school today.
But there are some important new restrictions they have to comply with, and we have team coverage as this new school year gets underway. We're going to start with Today New York's Tracy Strand. It's
6:39. We're going to cross our fingers.
Cross our fingers, toes, arms, eyes, all of it. But it is back to school, so hit the books, kids. This morning looking good, 63 degrees, a lot of sunshine, maybe the shades, and of course, yeah, that nice apple for the teacher. Temperatures will be warm today. I am tracking showers and storms, timing it out for tomorrow morning's bus stop forecast in the 10-day.
All right, Maria, thanks.
The roads here in New Jersey still dealing with this full closure on Route 3 eastbound by Passaic Avenue of Route 7. We're going to head outside right now to Chopper 4, giving us a closer look onto that. You can see traffic being diverted off right onto Passaic Avenue. Coming up in a few minutes, Darlene, Michael, we're going to help everyone get around it.
Thank you, and you can watch Today in New York at 7 a.m. Live local news continues wherever you stream News 4. We'll be back.
And it is 6:44. When a man from Valhalla found himself spending more time in a car dealership asking for help with his brand new vehicle, he knew it was time to call Better Get Beccaro.
Here's how consumer reporter Linda Beccaro helped.
Really beautiful view there looking out over the Hudson River.
Yes, we love EarthCam. We always get these amazing high-def pictures, and that sun is brilliant. It's a good sign for the start of the day and start of a school year for so many. 65 right now out the door. That dew point's up to 60, so we're starting to feel a little bit more of that humidity compared to the last few days, that's for sure. And it's going to be a warm one, and you can see sunshine straight through lunch hour recess by 1 o'clock, 77 degrees. But I am tracking that rain chance. We missed the drop-off later on this afternoon, the PM commute, dry roadways. Not till about 7, 8 o'clock, we'll start to look to the west on the radar for some of those gustier showers and storms. They start to move in by 11 o'clock into the city, the Hudson Valley. Not looking at anything that's going to be flooding or severe. You may get that quick little burst of rain and that gusty wind. But again, the good news is out for tomorrow's bus stop, for tomorrow's morning commute. We do need the rainfall. Again, just an update on the drought monitor, which we get another update later on this morning. Moderate drought conditions for northern New Jersey and the city, and including Passaic County, where we're watching that wildfire. Unfortunately, we have conditions that are still dry enough before the rain gets here that's pretty gusty. So we could see any fire that starts spread quicker because of these gusty winds today out of the south, 25, 35 mile per hour gusts possible. So we do get more rain in the forecast for Saturday. So when you add it all up, these next 2 times, maybe ½ an inch to an inch of rainfall if we're lucky. Again, needed rainfall. Timing not great if you're trying to get in maybe a late summer weekend because because Saturday, especially the second half of the day, looking to be a little unsettled and stormy. And we do see temperatures go from the 80s back to cooler and drier, relatively speaking, by Sunday. So today, a nice late summer afternoon, 78 degrees, southeast winds picking up 5 to 15 miles per hour. The rain moves in and out pretty early. So we're down to 65 degrees. It's still pretty warm and muggy for tomorrow and Saturday, and we stay in the 80s. By Sunday to Monday, we are looking at some cool mornings down into the 50s in the city as we head into next week, but still looks pretty dry. Highs in the 70s. All right, 6:48 now. Adele, what are you watching?
Keeping an eye on a lot, definitely a bit of a messy go out there. Right now, Route 3 eastbound completely shut down from Route 7 Passaic Avenue out to Main Street because of an overturned dump truck. Let's head outside right now to Chopper 4, giving us a closer look onto that. You can see traffic is being diverted off onto Passaic Avenue itself with delays heading all the way back past the Garden State Parkway, closer to about Route 21. We will, of course, keep a close eye on this, keep you posted there. And if you are making your way onto the Gowanus Expressway, some good news here. All lanes have reopened. That crash has cleared out by exit 21, but we are still watching this accident on the LIE eastbound lower level over by the BQE. That takes out 2 lanes and a full closure on Jericho Turnpike eastbound by Central Avenue. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Adele, thank you. It's Thursday, September 4th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo. Adelle Caballero is watching a busy commute. School is back, you can tell.
Oh, yeah.
Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa here with today's forecast.
Yeah, everyone's back and at it. And thankfully, the weather's cooperating, not just for this morning, but bus stop drop off later on today. So that's kind of today in a nutshell. You're getting a nice preview there, fair skies. What we're watching, though, to kind of switch it up is this front off to the west. We've got some shower and storm chances by late evening. So again, we get a pretty full day in here where it's not too bad. In fact, dry skies out there now. By later on this evening, some could be gusty. Just a heads up there. But otherwise, we're looking at some much needed rainfall trying to make its way into our area. The short term, though, looks great. By lunchtime recess, 77 degrees with some sunshine, 78 the high today, and a little muggier. It does get pretty breezy for this afternoon, so something to keep in mind as well. And you can see by late tonight, showers and a few thunderstorms coming on through, but it is out of here by tomorrow morning. So we'll have more on that up in just a little bit, but it has been busy this morning. Adele, what are you watching now?
Yes, it's been very busy. It is clear. Back to business for everyone today. If you're heading out to your rails, your 2, 4, 5, and 6 trains, you can expect to see delays onto the roadways. Steer clear of Route 3. Eastbound side is completely shut down right now. Route 7, that's Passaic Avenue out to Main Street. This is because of an overturned dump truck with a fuel spill. Traffic is being diverted off onto Passaic Avenue, and delays are back past the Garden State Parkway. Coming up in a few minutes, we've also got an update for you on a couple of other crashes also causing backups. But as a reminder, alternate side parking rules and meter rules are also in effect for today. That's all for now. Sending it back to you, Darlene and Michael.
All right, thank you very much, Adele. New York City public school students, they do head back to school today. But this time, the classrooms will be cell phone free.
Yes, they will. We have team coverage as the new school year begins. We go to Today in New York's Tracy Strahan in Elmhurst, Queens. Good morning, Tracy. There you go, Maria. Things could change dramatically on Saturday.
Yeah, we like change in that way. We love the weather that we're having. It's pretty quiet. And I've got some numbers maybe to play. We have Staten Island 59, the Bronx 57, in the 60s from Brooklyn and Queens, but dry. The umbrella stays away most of today. If you're out really late tonight and definitely by Saturday, you'll need them again. So we'll break down the timing of our rain chances coming up in the 10-day.
Okay, after the break, alcohol.
If you're making your way onto the roads here in Queens, LIE eastbound lower deck, we've got a crash just past the BQE, taking out 2 lanes. Coming up in a few minutes, we've also got a full closure coming out of New Jersey, but we are going to leave you with a live look outside right now onto the Cross Bronx Expressway by the Bronx River Parkway. You're watching Today in New York.
So we have to get more specifics on that.
Let's take it easy. Okay, just have a good breakfast.
Have a good breakfast.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for that.
Try to be stress-free.
Study. I'm going to wait for the next study.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right, guys. Well, if you're eating breakfast or about ready to maybe hit that midday snack already, we've got some nice weather, and it's going to continue today. We have blue skies for now, so it's been a great start to the day, climbing out of the 60s into the 70s, right about 74 degrees by 11 a.m. On our way back up to 78. We'll hit that about 2 p.m. All the time, though, the breeze is kicking in. That humidity's come up just a little bit, and we'll be watching the radar for that next chance for showers and storms. So morning bus stop, afternoon and evening commute. dry roadways. By the time we get to 8 p.m., as our model shows, off to the west, we'll be watching the radar for some showers and storms. Some of those may be a bit gusty. By the time they get to us in our area, mostly on the lighter side, more scattered as they come on through. And then by tomorrow morning, it's sort of a reset. It's still going to be a little muggy, but skies are dry. We definitely need the rainfall. Timing is helpful with this go around because we're missing all of the high travel times. But we do have that moderate drought category for parts of northern New Jersey in and around the city. We get another update on this drought monitor later on this morning. But the story is that, yes, it has been recently dry in a lot of places. On top of that, we're going to see some pretty gusty winds by this afternoon, 20, 30 plus miles per hour. And we're watching that fire in Passaic County. If anything gets going today, it could spread quickly because of those gusty winds. We really need another round of rainfall. And we do see that potential for Saturday, perhaps a little more to this front than the one that's coming through tonight. Again, timing is key. So unfortunately, we've got Saturday afternoon and evening outdoor plans. This may be a little disruptive. So we're going to keep an eye on that. But the front comes on through, and actually the end of the weekend looks pretty good. 78 degrees for today. Enjoy that sunshine. Sunset at 7:22. At that point, showers and a few thunderstorms will be moving through. They move out down to 67. Still a little muggy on into tomorrow, up to 84 for Friday. Saturday, definitely warm and muggy. Showers and storms move on through. And then we're setting the stage for, once again, sort of that early fall feel. 50s for lows, 70s for those highs. All right, let's get an update on the slowness out there. Adele, what's the latest?
Yes, very slow in areas. One of those areas being Route 3 eastbound. In fact, it's not moving at all. Completely shut down here by Route 7 Passaic Avenue because of an overturned dump truck with a fuel spill. Traffic is being diverted off onto Passaic Avenue itself. As a result, delays are picking up on the Garden State Parkway into Route 3, and Route 3 delays are going all the way back past the Parkway at this point. Clearly an area you're going to want to avoid as much as possible. LIE eastbound lower deck just past the BQE. You've got an accident here, also taking out 2 lanes. And if you are heading out through Queens here, US Open, keep in mind you will be seeing extra delays on the Whitestone Expressway, Grand Central Parkway, and Northern Boulevard. Port Washington branch will be providing extra service. Alternate side is in effect for today. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
All right, Adele, thanks. It has been a decade now.
Oh, yes. Get up and at 'em, little cutie pies. Good morning, everybody. Thursday morning. It's September 4th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gardula. Adelle Caballero is here watching our roads and rails on this back-to-school Thursday. Storm Before Maria LaRosa here with today's forecast. It's been for kids all week long, have been going back.
Right. We kind of trickled in. Now it's kind of everybody.
Yeah, it's in.
Yeah. Some of us have half days, maybe a late start. Either way, we wish you the best in the school year ahead. We've got a pretty great bus stop forecast. You can see Staten Island and the expressway there and those gorgeous clear skies. We're at 65 now at Central Park, Newark. Close to that, we're at 59 in Islip, Bridgeport. You're at 61 degrees, 54 in Poughkeepsie. Starting to see once again this morning that fog developing, especially from the Delaware River Valley and through parts of Sullivan, Ulster, and Orange County in through Morris County too. Visibility there about a quarter-mile near Morristown. So just a heads up, we'll keep an eye on that. Otherwise, no need for the umbrella, not yet. This front catches up with us late this evening. So again, pretty much a full, really nice late summer day. We've got by 1 o'clock, 77 degrees on our way up to 78. A little bit of a warm breeze later on this afternoon. Excuse me, but even after the bus stop and the PM commute, I'm trying to eat a mint and talk at the same time. Not a good thing. I don't know how Darlene does it. We are tracking showers. Tracking showers for later in the day. We'll talk about that in a second. But at 6:01, Adele, what are you?
We've got a few things going on. We can't all be as talented as Darlene. If you are hitting the roads right now in New Jersey, we've got an overturned car, Route 3 eastbound from Route 7 out to Main Street. A solid ride back to the Garden State Parkway. We're working at getting a closer look at that for you. We do have Chopper 4, though, live over the Gowanus Expressway here. We were watching this crash here on the eastbound side between exits 21 and 23. It looks like it is in the process of wrapping up, but still police department activity with delays heading all the way back to the Verrazano Bridge. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
No, thanks very much. Well, New York City public school students, they head back to school today. And this year, the classrooms are going to be cell phone free.
We have team coverage as the new school year begins. We go now to Today in New York's Tracy Strait.